So in recent headlines, Cassie just announced that she's pregnant by her trainer. Now we know that she has been with Diddy for a little while, and no baby has ever come. What's up with that, y'all?
Say like, okay, I think it's notable that not only is she expecting a baby, but she's also engaged. So in such a little bit of time, I want to know, like personally, like how you with somebody for how long were Diddy and Cassie together?
For like 10 years.
Yeah, and like nothing. But then you meet the next person, and within 6 months, your life is like picking up like that. Your relationship is moving on like that. Like that area where that's what we call what?
The gray
area.
Okay.
It was a
like,
situationship. That's what they
I can't be in no situationship for 10 years. What's going on, bro?
I mean, I guess she found her new dude. She knows black or white. With Diddy, it was just straight gray. She ain't getting nothing up out of there. Probably set for some jewelry or something. Take that too, girl. But is it really worth it just sitting around 10 years and waiting for a guy to, I guess, man up or be the man you expect him to be and want him to be?
But then I don't know. My question is, knowing artists and knowing how publicity works, was this like maybe they really had something, but then after a while because they came up as something, it turned into just a publicity thing.
Right.
Because Diddy also had a wife he had kids and a wife by this other lady, what's her name? What's Diddy's wife name that just passed?
Wasn't the wife.
Well,
she never married her either.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so there we go. That's another thing too. Right. So it's like we know this thing with Cassie, but then we know this thing with his baby mother or whatever it was. So I don't know, Diddy, so like you got a lot going on.
He got a couple baby mothers, you know. They was all in gray.
They was all in gray.
And so you think that maybe because she saw a pattern, not really, but I feel like she saw a pattern in the gray area with children. And so maybe her conversation with him was like, look,
I don't want to do that.
I'm not trying to have no kids if we not trying to do no black and white.
Right.
You know, if we not trying to solidify this thing. So now she found somebody who's willing to solidify this thing. So, you know,
I think that's important, like having that conversation when we in the gray area. Because first of all, we grown, like there should be no gray area. We going into this thing intentional, and if we're dating, and if we're not, we had a conversation about this before. Like you need to say what you want and what's going on. There's no reason that two grown people are living together, sleeping together, and y'all don't know what's going on at y'all age. Like
it's a big age difference though. She's not even 30 yet.
Yeah,
he's about to be 50.
Yeah.
So on his behalf,
You're being a child.
Extra.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
So
too much, bro.
Yeah.
Like if that's the girl you want, that's the girl you want to spend your life with, just say it. Keep it a buck with her. Don't post a picture on your Instagram to I'm happy for you. You sound a little salty, my brother. You sound a little salty. Like he really posted a picture on his Instagram like, I'm happy for you, Cassie. Are you really? Or you just think, oh, this could have been me if I manned up, or this could have.
Or how long did he think she was gonna wait? Because that's the next question. Like, this goes back to that. When we in a gray area, how long is it okay not to know what's going on before it's like I'm out? Like, and apparently she was like, I'm out. Like,
definitely not 10 years for me.
Right. That's.
But then it is. We say like it's easier said than done to be like, oh, it's too long. But then you're getting emotionally invested into this person, and that's 10 years of being like prior to 10 years is like the after.
It's been 10 years. 10 years? Because I said she's not even her 30s yet. So
no, because it's been 2 years.
It's been so like I said.
So
10 years is what we know, but then it's like how much off-camera time did they have? Right? You understand? 10 years is what they've exposed to the public. So when did y'all actually start talking? So now you're emotionally involved with this person, and now it's like, how long did it take her to realize she didn't want that anymore?
Right.
You understand? So it's that type of thing. And then when she did realize it, I'm sure she didn't realize 10 years into the game. I'm sure she probably realized it a long time ago, but it took a long time for her to like pull away from it. You know what I mean? So I think that's another thing that to take into consideration too.
So you brought up something that I'll comment on, like maybe when she went into it, they were on the same page, like you know.
There's also wrapped in it is her music. She came up under a bad boy. So maybe in her head she's thinking like, my whole career is wrapped up in it, not just my relationship, but also it's my business partner, or and that's what relationship also are wrapped up in one.
I feel like she stopped doing music after they got together.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you wasn't even thinking about your career or anything she was emotionally invested, I believe. Especially if she is as young as we're saying that she is, and he's that old. She got caught up in that light, in that life, because she was handled. I'm sure he took care of every need. You know what I'm saying? Like, she in a nice house, she ain't got nothing to worry about. She was comfortable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then not only just comfortable physically, but clearly emotionally as well. And so I wonder, like, even after him losing one of his baby mothers, and like, you know, what that transition was. You know, like what made that confusing, or what made that like and blurred lines in the middle, you know.
But even that, when Kim Porter passed, she was still there. I mean, like, she still came to make sure he was okay. Like, they wasn't together.
Oh, they weren't together.
They wasn't together when Kim Porter passed, but she still came around to make sure he was good.
Right.
So even that connection still, like, for you to still be with somebody else, but still to make sure, I still want to know you're okay. Like, you know she was invested.
Right.
You know she had years in it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think another thing too, like I'm playing like devil's advocate on Cassie's part. So I'm thinking also too, like, in looking at it, it's just like when people start getting emotionally involved with people, then it's like it turns into, am I ever gonna find something else like this? Is there really somebody better? Like, is this the best that I can have? I've never experienced anything as good as this, you know what I mean? And so now a range of ideas and questions are going through your head when you're trying to break away. And it's just like, now I've spent all this time with you, am I gonna find someone like you? Am I gonna find someone better? It's that type of thing too. So that's what I'm looking at as well, with like the decision of like, how long, when is your breaking point? Like, when do you realize enough is enough? Like, and I think those are like the questions that go through, if you think about any woman, any man, like, those are the questions that go through our brain. It's just like, dang, am I gonna find something better? Are you the best I ever had? Shout out to Drake, right? It's that type of thing, you know what I mean?
Have we ever gotten to a point where we were like, okay, enough is enough? Because of gray lines. Have we ever been in like gray line situation? I know I have. I feel like I'm
always in the gray line.
Listen,
And then with me personally, like I can't communicate like that, like too well. So the gray lines may drag out a little bit until I'm really through, and I'm like, okay, I can't do this no more. That's just me personally. Like, so when I say I'm done and I can't do it, I done took a lot, and the gray has been enough for me.
That was a lot. That's it.
Cause now I know what I'm doing.
But even like you saying, like you took a lot in the gray area. Like, what are you willing to go? How much are you willing to go through in the gray area for a gray area relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things I'm just not dealing with if I'm in a gray area. We not going through. Yeah, you know.
So
like,
what's the gag? Well, what's the no?
What's the no-nos?
What's the no-no for what you're not dealing with in a gray area?
In a gray area,
okay. Wait, period, or in a gray area?
In the gray area. Because there's stuff I'll deal with, I'll put up with once we put a title on it. All right, we both decided we committed. But when I don't even know where we stand.
Nowadays, let's keep it stacked. You start relationship before you get in a relationship. Like, that's just it. Not saying it's the best decision to make. Not saying that that's okay or whatever the case. But in the society that we live in, that's what we do. Like, you talking to this person, like, no, I talk to them. It's exclusive. Like,
why you can start that? That's number one. That's a no-no. Is you don't have no rights to say
tell me who I can and can't.
Who I can and cannot talk to. Who I can and can't see. What I can and can't do. Or even like, cause I'm in a relationship, you can't tell me that either. But I'm like take it into consideration. Like, all right, you don't like when I'm talking to this person. All right, I will respect it. When we in a gray area, you got no say in what I'm doing. We gray. We don't know what we doing yet. So I'm not about to cut nobody else off. While you make up your mind, and then you find out they come in, you gonna diddy me? Like, nah, I done cut everybody off. That's really a hashtag, don't diddy me. Like, we talking 10 years, I done cut all my other options off, and then you come out, I don't really want to put a title on it, I don't want to put a finger on it, I want to do, like, come on, nah.
That's too much.
So that's one.
Okay. Have you been the one presenting the gray area?
Yeah.
Super.
Yeah.
Super.
Speak on that.
But I think
give the gag.
I think I have been. One, first of all, was like I was younger, and when I say younger, I was like in high school. But it was still a lot of emotional attachment to it.
Definitely.
But what I'll say on that is, in hindsight, it's just like now I'm at a point where I'm not doing gray areas because I know what it is. I'm like, I don't have time for that. So this is what I want. This is what I like. I want you. I like you. I don't want that. I don't want this. Like it's that type of thing now because I've been that person to make a gray area and keep playing like I'm 2 years old. And I was 2 years old because now looking at an adult when I encounter men now, I'm like, all right, this is what I want. You know? Okay, next. Like it's that type of thing. You know what I mean?
Simple.
Yeah, like literally, like.
Okay, boom, 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 boom. No, yes,
Next.
So, do you think the gray area exists because people are not just being upfront with what they want?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we make the gray
It's a
area.
communication.
So,
You know what you're doing.
so what if, because I've been in situations where I've communicated what I want, but there's still like an emotional attachment to it. So there's still a gray, and we've communicated what we wanted, but we're just not willing to, well, I'll speak for myself. I'm just not willing to get into something committed, but I know I'm not talking to anyone else. Like, you know, but there's still an emotional attachment, you know? So where do you go there? That's super gray.
Well,
you
so
know?
that's the thing. Well, you know that you don't want a commitment, and you know you're not talking to anybody else. So I feel like that's something, like that gray area is still being made.
Right.
And I don't understand why. If you have an emotional commitment, because that's basically what it is. You're emotionally committed.
Yeah.
You're not talking to anybody else.
Right.
Why don't you want to be committed to that person? Why don't you want to put a title on it? And what are the reasons that things are being held
That's
back?
a great area for you.
Yeah. Not for your relationship.
That's what you got to do in your
Right.
Yeah, that's self-examination. Yeah.
Right.
Because if I'm in that predicament, I'm talking to other people. If I decide I don't want to just talk to you, I'm definitely talking to other people.
Right.
And if I don't want to talk to anybody else, then we should be on the same page where we want to take this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know? Let's welcome our groundbreaker for today, Jhetti Rose, singing her new single, 2 a.m.
I'm not in a rush at all. I just don't want to fall in love alone. Don't wanna mess this up. I just want your love. Put your hand in mine. Let's go for this ride. I wonder if we're here together, or is this a dream starring me? I'll go through the stormy weather just to be with you. As long as you're here, rain, rain, go away, come again another day. My mind is racing, you're clouding my thoughts.
We are so excited to have you here, Jhetti. We want to thank you so much for coming out to the GAG.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And so
First question, tell us where you grew up, where you're from.
So I'm from Brooklyn.
hey.
Born and raised? So born and raised in Brooklyn?
Yes, born and raised. I grew up in Clinton Hills, and then I moved around Brooklyn. Now I'm in East New York, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you write your own music, or that's something you're passionate about also?
Yes, I do write. Well, I wrote 2 a.m. I have some other songs that I have my people who help me.
Shout out to the people.
Giovanni and Stefan. Stefan produced 2 a.m. And actually, when we did that record, it was all three of us in the room, and he gave me a concept, and we just, created from there. But yeah, I am trying to figure out the whole writing piece as well, because I don't want to just write anything, and I don't want to just put out anything. I want it to all make sense and to tell a story. So that's also been a process for me as well.
What genre of music would you say most that you've listened to growing up now that you think influences you as you write and as an artist?
Growing up, it was a lot of gospel and R&B. My mom used to play like Tweet and Angie Stone and all those greats. Lauryn Hill,
Neo Soul.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I remember those things as far as growing up, but I also listened to so many different types of music, and because I pay so much attention to lyrics, wordplay plays a big part. and how people could say things in different ways and all that stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
So what's the artist process? If you could give us some like quick, first I do this, then I do this, then I do that.
It depends on what I'm doing. So sometimes I might get a beat from my brother, and I might think of like first a chorus, because I'm not that person. Sometimes I could just think of a whole song in 2.5 seconds. Like, I might just think of a chorus first. I might hit up Giovanni, like, I got a chorus, I need some lyrics, like, and we might just, bounce off each other. And my brother 18 as well, we just bounce off each other. Or sometimes I might hear a song walking in the street and just record a voice note and then send it to my brother, and he creates based off of that. So yeah.
Nice. So you would say, before we get to 2 a.m., because we definitely want to talk about that stuff, you would say that it takes a team to really build what you have going on.
Yeah, I think it takes a village to do almost anything, and you should always have a strong group of people around you to not only help you with your creative process, but also in some way guide you. Sometimes we need that, and certain people hear different things. Like I may hear something that you don't hear, or you may hear something that I didn't hear, and it's good to just bounce off energies and just everything. Creative energy is just good.
All right, Jhetti. So this is a part of our segment where we give the audience a lyrical breakdown. So we're gonna go down, pick some lyrics out, and we want you to give us the meaning. Tell us what you was thinking when you wrote that. It could go either way. So I'm gonna start, and it says, "Wish things were black and white. I feel like I'm wasting time. What are we doing in a fight between what's wrong and what feels right?" So my first question is, I feel like I'm wasting time but then you say, I don't know what feels right. So my question is, why don't you know what feels right? If you clearly said, I feel like I'm wasting time, talk to us.
What's the gag?
So, disclaimer, this was just a topic given to me.
Okay.
I wrote about the topic, but I can talk on it. Okay. So I said that because basically we're talking about a gray area. So I feel this thing inside of me, but you may not feel that inside of you. So I feel like slightly, maybe I'm wasting my time. Maybe I don't know what's, I don't know what's going on. But it feels wrong, but it also feels right at the same time. And it only feels wrong because I feel like you're not giving me that, what I need to feel like it's right completely, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So why you gonna ask him? He ain't gotta be great.
She said I didn't write this.
Or white. If you ask, it will be great.
But everybody is not, bold enough to do that sometimes.
Okay.
You right.
Sometimes, you're talking to somebody or you're dealing with someone and you want to ease into it. You don't want to, like I said, I don't want to rush. I'm not trying to do that. I just want to know, is this going to be something?
Okay.
Or is this just, what
A dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know she no, I can accept that. You know why? I can accept, not being in a gray area. But what I am going to ask about a little part of the sex, now we know we're in a gray area, but I go through the stormy weather just to be with you. I ain't doing that for nobody that's in a gray area, so let's talk about that.
Black or white.
But, okay, so
No,
if we go all around it, I said, I wonder if we're here together. So I'm thinking about all of these things. I wonder if we're here together, or is this a dream starring me? I'll go through the stormy weather. I'm letting you know that if this is not just me, I will go through the stormy weather just to be with you as long as you're here. If you're not here, I'm not doing nothing.
Fact.
That's real gas right there. Say it
If
again.
you're not here, then I'm not doing anything.
She don't need no
Write that
negativity.
down. No negativity. Who's in this? Y'all lyrics?
Yeah, I have a question. So you in the bridge, right? That's my part. I kept saying it, y'all, when the camera was off. Rain, rain, go away. All right. So we know what that came from, right? The nursery rhyme.
Right.
So what was going through your mind, when you put that part in there specifically? Because I think that's really creative.
Yeah.
So I want to know what was going through your mind when you put that there.
So in the beginning of the track, it's rain. In the beginning, it just starts up with a lot of rain. So immediately I'm like, okay, Rain, go away, come and get another day. But then I was like, because I'm up at 2 a.m. and I'm having all these thoughts and I don't know what you're doing, like you're clouding, the rain is clouding my thoughts. Like now it's becoming so loud that I just don't even know.
I see what you